late at night when you're out in the woods, all alone in the dark. If you listen to the wind, you'll find it carries strange sounds, creepy, eerie sounds. In fact, if you listen very carefully, you might hear it crying out a name. Mrs. Leeds, Mrs. Leeds, Mrs. Leeds. Have you seen Mrs. Leeds' 13th child? I'm asking you, have you ever seen Mrs. Leeds' 13th child? He's got the head of a horse with horns out the sides. He's got hot coals burning fire in his eyes. Now have you seen Mrs. Leeds' 13th child? He's got long sharp teeth and long pointed claws. Yeah, he is so very wild, with the feet of a goat and the wings of a bat. He's as ugly as sin, I could sure tell you that. Now have you seen Mrs. Leeds' 13th child? Yeah. They say that Mrs. Leeds lived down on a great swamp in Jersey about 300 years ago. And she was a woman who had 12 children, imagine that. And the people claim that she had powers above other humans. In fact, they say that she was a witch. Now, we know what that really means, don't we? She was just a little bit grumpy from taking care of so many kids, and life was really hard for them because nowhere in the books and stories is there any mention of a Mr. Leeds anywhere. 12 kids, I'd be a witch too, I think. But it also means that she was a very clever woman who had some knowledge of herbs and potions and doctoring, like many women did back then. Well, anyway, the story goes that she was going to have a 13th child. And of course, life was tough enough on her and her children as it was, and she didn't want to have a 13th child, but she didn't want to just abandon it either, so she decided to cast upon it a deep, dark, evil, ancient, wicked spell so that it would be indestructible. So that it could take care of itself. It'd be a little bit of a monster. And it wouldn't need her. They say that it was born with the head of a horse, the feet of a goat, the wings of a bat. She gave it all the best attributes of all the animals she could think of, so that it could fly out of trouble and step lightly. Well, they say that on the night that this creature was born, it let out a blood-curdling scream. Flew up the chimney and never bothered its mother again. But it's bothered a lot of other people, you know. People have seen it far and wide over these 300 years, and I'm asking you, have you seen Mrs. Leeds' 13th child? I'm asking you, have you ever seen Mrs. Leeds' 13th child? It's got the head of a horse with horns out the sides. It's got hot coals burning fire in its eyes. Now have you seen Mrs. Leeds' 13th child? It's got long sharp teeth and long pointed claws. Yeah, it's so very wild, with the feet of a goat and the wings of a bat. It's as ugly as sin, I could sure tell you that. Now have you seen Mrs. Leeds' 13th child? Yeah, that's not where the story ends, is it? That would be too simple. Because what happens after that is even better. The people claim to have seen this critter all over the place. They say that way back a couple hundred years ago, if this creature would fly over your farm, the following morning your cow would give milk that was sour. They say that when this creature flew over your house, your outbuildings and sheds would be turned upside down for no explicable reason whatsoever. Early in this century, they say footprints were found with a tail dragging behind them. This legend just goes on and on and on and on and on and on and on. I don't know if it's because people are hanging out at the Tuckerton pub too much, or the neighborhood still, or wherever they're hanging out. People still see this creature. So when you're out at night, camping in the Pinelands, just walking down the road, and the winds begin to howl, and the leaves begin to rustle, skeeters start a-buzzing, and the clouds cover the moon, beware of the Jersey Devil. Have you seen this is Leeds' 13th child? I'm asking you, have you ever seen this is Leeds' 13th child? He's got the head of a horse with horns out the side. He's got hot coals burning fire in his eyes. Now have you seen this is Leeds' 13th child? He's got long sharp teeth and long pointy claws. Yeah, he is so very wild, with the feet of a goat and the wings of a bat. He's as ugly as sin, I can sure tell you that. Now have you seen Mrs. Leeds' 13th child? Mrs. Leeds' 13th child. Mrs. Leeds' 13th child. So when you're out there, keep your ears open, 'cause it's still looking for its mama, and it's still indestructible, so it lives on. And listen for this call, Mrs. Leeds, Mrs. Leeds.